G'day guys, welcome back to Dirtboy 4x4. In the last video I installed the brand new hidden winch cradle for Pajero Gen 3 and Gen 4. Today I'm going to be installing the Carbon Scout Pro 12,000 pound winch. What I've done a little bit of preparation off camera. I've just put the control box there for now just to keep it out of the way. What I did do is, because I'm going to have not much access to the control box in behind the grill when it's in there, what I've done is I actually took the wired remote plug socket out of the control box there, and I've extended the wires out. So I'm going to have the socket up here somewhere on the top of the grill, and I'm also going to run wires into the cab for an in-cab switch. What we'll do, quickly have a quick look at the winch and then I'll get started. Okay, this is the Carbon Scout Pro 12K XD winch. There's also a 10K, a 15K, 20K. Now the winch itself is a great looking winch. Big 7 horsepower motor. Really nice fast retrieve. I think it's about 180:1 ratio. It comes with a really nice multi-fit fair lead control box, wireless remote, all the cables, isolator switch, wired remote, bits of conduit, bolts, winch hook. I decided to go with the silver. They come in many colours. And it also comes with this really neat gear bag. You can stick your recovery little bits and pieces in that as well. So that's a handy little extra. Instruction book. Okay, so I'm really excited to get this nice big winch into the car. So let's get started and I'll show you how it's done. So the first thing you want to do is disconnect your battery. Okay, and then just work out where you're going to have everything. This isolator switch, I'm going to mount it up here somewhere. So that's there ready to go. Now, what I've done here with the winch is I've rotated the gearbox 90 degrees to the front here, so I can access this clutch lever from the front. You can rotate the motor as well. There's instructions on how to do both of these in the user manual. I'm not going to worry about rotating the motor. I've just sat the winch up there like that, so I can access the bottom terminal here for the negative, and then I'll just connect it all up. When it's all connected up, I'll put it down in place and then just bolt it all in, and then work out where and how I'm going to mount that the control box. Okay, now the winch is all connected up. I'm just bolting it in now. I'm just adding an extra washer because the washers it comes with are a little bit small for the holes. Just want to make sure that it doesn't pop through. So I'll just bolt that all in and get on to the next step. Okay, now in the book it says to tighten these bottom winch bolts up to 55 newtons, so that's what I'm going to do now. Might as well follow the instructions. I had to change it up a little bit. Originally I was going to put the control box over here, just sort of laying down, but I couldn't get the grill on. The grill was fouling on the control box, so I've had to come up with something else. So what I've done is I've mounted it over here. I'll get the camera and I'll give you a closer look. Right. What I've done is I've screwed into that upright bit of frame there. Okay, so I've screwed the bracket into that. I had to remove the bottom one of these bolts off the bottom of this bracket, just so I could get in deep enough. But that's alright because it's still very secure. It doesn't need that bottom bolt. The other thing, I've had to just cut this bit of this metal frame from the top of the bumper, just to get around there, and that's all in. Now I've got this ready to go. When I put the grill on, I've moved the socket from the control box into the top of the grill, so that's just going to plug into there. So I'll be able to access that from up here. I can just plug the wired remote in up the top, so I won't need to get to that at all. I've run all the cables through here. Phone's ringing, they can wait. I've put the isolator switch up there in the firewall. Okay, she's all connected up, ready to be all connected up. Getting there, nearly there now. Once this is all back together, then I'll work out the how I'm going to wire up the. I've got this there ready to go for the rocker switch. Just got to extend that, run that in through the firewall into the cab, and then connect the switch. Yeah, another thing I've got to mention too is the horns. Where the horns are normally is down low, and then the winch actually fouls on the horns. So you've got to raise your horns up, relocate them up the top here. So just keep that in mind when you're installing it. Okay, now the bumper's all on. I'll just show you here quickly. This is what I've done. I took this off the control box and I've mounted it there on top of the grill. So if you do that, make sure that you mark on the back of the switch what colours go where, so you don't mix it up later. So I'll just connect that up before I put them back on. Okay, now a quick test. Beautiful. Love it. Tested the rocker switch before I run it into the cab. Just worked out the wiring, which way they go. On the standard Carling rocker, what I'm using is the 3 pins down the left hand side when you're looking at it from the back. Now your main power goes in the middle one. The wire from your blue wire that comes out of the control box goes on the top one, number 1, and down here on number 3 is comes from the yellow wire. So you got your red in the middle, blue on top, and yellow at the bottom. Perfect. Now that I've worked that out, I'm going to extend this wire, run it into the cab, hook the rocker switch up, and the job's done. Okay, now that I've tested it all works good. That's about it for this video. Thanks again for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.